After transferring to Virginia Tech for their senior seasons, twin brothers Colin and Taylor Fitzpatrick took down the hardest possible non-conference schedule, which included beating Notre Dame, Florida, Ohio State, and Michigan. The two have the Hokies looking like a natty frontrunner, and we'll see if they can keep them undefeated as they'll enter conference play in this video. I am pretty annoyed that we're only ranked number 5 after literally beating 4 top 15 teams, which included number 1 Ohio State on the road. Like, come on, man. Taylor and Colin will just have to keep winning, and I'm hoping that won't be too hard to do today against Pitt. The Hokie is getting fired the hell up early. Colin gonna get his first carry of the day here on first down. After balling out the last couple games, he has some space here. He might be able to get to the edge as he sneaks around number 10, tries to work his way around the block but can't. Nice start to the game for Colin. And we'll go right back to the ground game, this time from under center. As this is setting up well too, Colin will have nothing but green grass ahead of him as his second run will go to the crib. This offense looks unstoppable. That's exactly the start I wanted to see from the boys today. And now we're running the triple option. This should be money as Taylor gets the pitch out to Colin, and Colin is off to the races. Nobody on this Pitt team is fast enough. And after the out-of-conference schedule, man, the ACC is feeling real easy. This Virginia Tech defense continues to ball out, and after a few successful run plays, the play action is going to work out perfectly. Colin is open deep downfield, and he is going to break a tackle. The brother-on-brother connection is going to lead to a 77-yard passing touchdown this time, as Colin and Taylor have utterly taken over this first quarter. It's finally able to respond with a touchdown of their own. And this time we're going to go with a halfback slip screen. Colin trying to outrun some guys and somehow is going to turn this into a first down. Colin's small size makes it so easy for him to shift around defenders. And at this point, this one's potentially looking like it could be a massive blowout. Pitt just clearly does not have the tools to stop this offense. Colin's averaging 20 yards per carry right now, and Taylor's balling out as well. Only has 1 incompletion on the day. As we're going to try to get the lefty quarterback a touchdown here. Pitt just coming out in man coverage. That's easy cash. We'll see if we see the same thing here. Just need time in the pocket, and bro, I was trying to throw the out route. Taylor throws it completely off target, but Colin finds it for his 3rd touchdown of the day, or 4th touchdown of the day, excuse me. It's been fun to see the brothers hooking up through the air, and Taylor trying to get the QB run going, smashing ahead for 9 yards. This will be one of the first 3rd downs of the day, but Taylor has a dude wide open on the out route. Now we're going to go back to the triple option, which has just been so good this year, and once again, it's going to set up perfectly. Pitt bites down, and Colin once again is off to the races, just has to swerve past a dude, and yes, he can do that. He will take it to the bank for a nice little 68-yard touchdown run this time. The speed differential is just making itself so obvious here, and it's really opened things up for Taylor to throw the ball around. Both brothers with over 200 yards of offense in the first half, and Taylor does a nice job of identifying the corner route on that read. It's nice to just be able to rack up numbers after a couple of games against really tough opponents, and with 6 seconds left, I'm gonna try to get us in the end zone on this play. It looks like Taylor is gonna have he finds him a little bit late though, and it gets swatted away. Nonetheless, we get out of the half with a 24-point lead. After this game, the two brothers should be back atop the Heisman watch, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was the last drive of the day for Taylor. He's gonna get out of the pocket here. Doesn't look like he has anything, but throwing across his body, Holloway's able to make the catch. Even when it looks like Taylor's cooked, he's able to make big plays. And the same thing goes for Colin, man. He can turn a little bit of space into a big play in a way that we've really never seen before in college football, as Taylor will get one more touchdown pass, and that should probably do it for this one. Closed it out on one of his best throws of the day. Okay, why not one more drive to rack up the stats for Colin? Gotta make sure those Heisman voters know what's up, as he tries to hit a nasty juke move there, but a pretty good tackle. I want Colin's average yards per carry to be like 15 by the end of the season, and this game is definitely helping out. On the goal line, we're gonna go pistol. You know Colin is real comfortable with that, and he will hurtle into the end zone for the last touchdown of the day. ET puts 52 on the board with ease. This is exactly what I wanted to see in the first game of conference play. Taylor and Colin both had absolutely spotless days, as Colin has 250 yards on the ground and 100 through the air. Taylor still hasn't snuck onto the Heisman watch, as Colin continues to get the majority of the spotlight. So we are up to number 4 in the polls, taking on North Carolina this week, and Colin is starting this off with a nice run, picking up the first down easily. We'll see if this offense looked as unstoppable as it did last week, and Taylor will get an easy first completion on the out route, Tucker Holloway getting the 21-yard gain. I just don't think there's too many teams in the ACC that will be able to stop this offense at all. There's just too much to try to account for with this team, as we're running the triple option here, and that is just unstoppable. Colin's a little bit tired, but he'll still pick up a huge chunk. Now Taylor's just got to punch it in, and he will have the slant route open. Green, who's been really solid all season, will get in the end zone to crack this thing open. The Hokies are picking up where they left off. The difference with this game is that North Carolina has a pretty powerful offense themselves, and they're able to get a touchdown with their first drive. I don't know what that throw was from Taylor. Thankfully, on second down, he is going to have a really easy read to the curl, as Turner Bradshaw will put on a nice move to get some extra yards. We'll see if this this offense can keep cooking as Colin is going to get it on the outside handoff, but North Carolina saw that coming on film all the way. And Taylor doesn't see what he wants on third down, tries to get out of the pocket and force it to be, but that'll sail. But after a rare punt from the Hokies, defense turns right around and gets a stop. This North Carolina defense is a little bit tougher than I anticipated though. So at least for the time being, this is a close game. As Taylor's going to get out of the pocket here, he will just take the easy dump off to Harvey, who fumbles the ball. Thankfully that went out of bounds. Alright, so 3rd and 3, going to put the ball back on the ground here as UNC is playing run defense, and that's going to make it 4th and 1. Looks like the officials are going to review this to see if Colin picked it up though, and they actually will give him the first. Alright, well, you don't get those calls going your way a whole lot in this game, so I will 100% take that. And man, UNC is going in heavy on the run. The under center look has not been working at all so far. We've got to find ways to get Colin into space, and this might be it. Colin is one-on-one with a guy and jukes him out of his shoes. He will take this to the bank for a touchdown, exactly what this team needed at that moment. And the Virginia Tech defense has been really solid after starting out rough. Just got to keep the momentum going as Taylor's able to find the tight end, who puts on a dirty move to spin a defender out of his shoes. And with UNC putting a lot of guys down in the box, I wouldn't be surprised if Virginia Tech started spreading it out just a little bit more than normal. Taylor definitely hasn't been given as many opportunities to throw the ball here at Virginia Tech, as Colin has taken up a lot of the spotlight. They'll have to find a way to pick up this first down, and the corner route's not open. We might have to go to the bounce route here, as he is going to make a very risky throw to Turner Bradshaw, but it will get caught. That was a big time conversion from Taylor. As UNC continues to play pretty solid defense, Taylor should have the slant open there. The cornerback came off his man, but Turner Bradshaw with another crazy catch. So a couple of adventurous moments there with Taylor getting out of the pocket. This time I'll just take the easy dump off to the tight end. At this point, Virginia Tech might want to think about killing a little bit of clock. UNC's continued to make it difficult to run the ball, as Colin looks like he has nowhere to go but puts on one of his dirtiest moves of all time. That was absolutely crazy, bro. I don't know how he got out of there. Colin is just different, man. He's doing things that have never been seen on a football field before, and Taylor's gonna throw up a prayer here. That'll get snatched out of the sky for the interception. One of Taylor's first on the season. It's not a good decision to put that much air under the ball, and this one might be headed to halftime as a tie. Taylor's gonna try to make something happen though as he finds a receiver deep downfield. That was another risky throw. With 4 seconds left, the Hokies could have a chance at a field goal, and Taylor's gonna hit the corner route with 1 second left. The kicker will have a shot. Unfortunately, he does not make it. But this one's headed into halftime as a tie. Potential upset alert here, as Taylor's gonna get out of the pocket and find Colin on the wheel route. We've seen this connection before, and that's a big play to start the half for VT. Taylor has looked incredibly antsy in the pocket today, and that time he had a guy literally wide open. The ball gets deflected and could have been picked, but Colin flies in to swat it away. Absolutely need to finish the drive here, as Taylor is going to take the corner route again. This time Green's able to get it. Green's probably my favorite receiver on this team so far. Now we're cooking. Just got to find a way to get this into the end zone, as Colin will get it on the counter here, and this is one of his best holes of the day. Won't have to do a whole lot of work to get that one in. And Virginia Tech finally takes the lead midway through the third. Alright, man, this is a great opportunity to put this game away. Defense has been getting tons of stops, but this UNC defense just won't quit. Taylor's definitely got to make some more plays with his arm, as he just hasn't really looked on today, but UNC will make it easy on him here. Anytime we can just take that curler out route is nice. No reason to go away from the run here though. This one is very well blocked, and Colin will try to juke out of there, able to pick up a nice little 7. Alright, this is where I want to see Taylor step up and make a throw. Looks like he might have the seam, and he will be able to fit it into Green, one of his favorite targets, and VT extends the lead to 2 scores. And getting the ball right back, now we're looking really good, as Colin is going to try to hit the one-man reverse. It didn't set up super well, but he's able to squirt out of there anyway for a nice 15. Can't take the foot off the gas here. We're going to go play action, as Taylor has the corner route. He'll have to make a perfect throw, and he does a beautiful toe tapping catch to keep that one in. That was one of the plays of the day right there. And Taylor is going to get the touchdown pass out to Turner Bradshaw. Let's go. Not only that, defense gets an interception to get it down to the 1. And Colin gets stood up on 2nd and goal. Alright, well, you better believe we're going to go for this 4th down, as Taylor is trying to find Colin but gets sacked. Would have had the backside slant for a touchdown for sure. Hokies picked a good time to have a somewhat lackluster day on offense, as Colin still got his. So now we got what could be a slightly more challenging game against FSU, and our tight end is going to start this out with a drop. With the rain coming down, it might be a good day for the ground and pound approach with Colin. He's able to skirt to the outside for a first down there. Last year, Colin had a real tough time running against against this FSU defense. But a great block there will spring him to the outside. He might be off to the races. Unfortunately, had to use just a little bit too much energy to get around the corner. Still a nice way to get things going early on, as Taylor will have his first completion of the day to Gosnell on the corner route. And with Colin tired, he's going to have to carry most of the weight for the rest of this drive. We'll find Green on the zig route there, and Green always doing more after the catch, able to hit a dirty back juke to pick up 27 and make this a 1st and goal. Love to see a receiver putting in that extra effort, but this dude number 87 keeps on dropping passes. That is just not what we like to see. And on 2nd and goal, Taylor's trying to get out of the pocket, almost takes a sack, and he's 2 for 6 to start the day. All right, we're going to try to mix in a little counter on 3rd and goal. Florida State looks like they were expecting it though, but Colin will be able to get down to the 2 or 1 anyway. And we got the best running back in college football. Let's go ahead and run the ball. Colin is going to put his head down and get into the end zone. Yes, sir. FSU answered back pretty quick. We'll see if this offense can keep the foot on the gas, and a good way to do that is with the triple option. Taylor will keep this till he is way downfield and pitch it out to Colin. That's just too easy. And even though FSU scored on the first drive, I don't know if I expect them to keep up that pace, as Holloway is just going to come wide open over the middle here. Taylor's barely able to get that ball out, and that will be an easy touchdown for Tucker Holloway. But FSU, man, might have a little something cooking on offense. We're gonna have to keep pouring it on, and that'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Going into the 2nd quarter, I'm gonna try a bomb. We'll see how this goes, as Taylor's getting out of the pocket trying to find Colin on that deep wheel route, and it would have been a touchdown if he got it out for sure. Teams are starting to catch on to a couple of Colin and Taylor's tricks, and on 3rd and 16, Taylor's gonna have to do it all himself, but he has Tucker Holloway on the out route. FSU just didn't account for that outside. Taylor's made a couple of big throws early in this game, and trying to make another one down the seam here. That was a great play by the cornerback. So we'll go back to the run game on 2nd down. FSU absolutely blows up the edge though. I should have hit the back juke action there. All right, another massive 3rd down here. Taylor will have to deliver again, and thankfully he has the corner route to Gosnell. Receivers coming up clutch when Taylor needs them, and Gosnell is hyped up after that one. But the pass game's doing a little bit more than I expected it to today. We'll try to keep establishing that ground game, and this time Colin has a ton of space, just needs his receiver to hold that block, and he does it just long enough. Colin is gonna fight to get into the end zone and will get knocked out at the 1. But hopefully we can just give him another touchdown here, and this one is easy. Colin Fitzpatrick with his 2nd of the day, and defense finally gets a stop, God bless them. Offense has got to take advantage of this potential momentum shift, and Colin with a quiet 10+ yards per carry right now. I'm trying to drain this clock and get a touchdown, but the Hokie receivers continue to just have the worst brick hand. I'm gonna keep going back to the run game, hoping for a big play, and this might be it. Colin is off to the races. Sadly, his fullback couldn't get that last block. Still a nice little 25-yard chunk though, and now we can take some more time off the clock. We got this play action set up here on 1st down, but FSU sent a little bit too much pressure, and another drop by one of these receivers. He was expecting a little bit more of an upgrade from Kent State, as on 3rd down he was trying to get A, but that doesn't come open, and Taylor's just gonna have to throw this one into the ground, and of course the kicker misses it. Dude has been trash all year. Getting it back with 19 seconds, I'm seeing one high. I want to try to cook a little bit, but that might have been a bad decision. This one will get picked out of the sky, and now Florida State's gonna have a chance to score. Thankfully their kicker is also trash. We've just been letting these guys stay in the game, which I don't like one bit, and they play the triple option pretty well, but Colin hitting the stiff arm is still going to get 12. This dude is just too good. Gonna keep trying to hit these outside runs, because every once in a while Colin just breaks one open for a big play, only gets 3 there, and I need to see Taylor make a play. He hasn't done a great job dealing with pressure today, but he's got a decent pocket here, and we'll find Turner Bradshaw over the middle, a pinpoint throw in a place where only Turner Bradshaw could get it. As Taylor's only 6 for 15 on the day, way below his normal efficiency rating. That has a lot to do with the drops, and all that really matters is that the boys find a way to win this game, and this one's not a drop. Holloway able to hold on to it, and will get his boys down to 1st and goal. Gonna go with the QB sneak here, don't want to play around, and Taylor's able to get in nice and easy, so we finally extend the lead to 2 scores. And after a kind of rough start, defense has been really good. Colin might have a chance at another big play here, getting to the outside, and will cut around a guy, somehow continuing to avoid tacklers, and will get 20+ on this play. Colin does so much with speed alone, but oh man, Taylor just did not see that linebacker in coverage and throws a putrid pick. It has not been Taylor's finest day, but defense actually gets it right back. You love to see that. This has been an ugly game, and at this point I'm kind of just trying to run the clock out. Gonna try running some screens and stuff to make the stats look a little bit better for Taylor, as Colin gets decent blocking here trying to get to the edge. I should have hit a juke move or something on that one, and we'll just keep pounding the rock, dude. Taylor's gonna keep it here, and oh man, the blocking sets up perfectly. We might have a huge Taylor Fitzpatrick run. He's just got one guy to beat, and I don't think he's gonna be able to do it, but he will get 40 on the play. We absolutely love to see that. But Taylor, trying to get the passing touchdown, is going to throw another pick. Are you kidding me? And when we could have just taken a field goal, instead Florida State gets right back in this game. Not a great look for Taylor, but Colin has it here on the counter, and he is going to save the day. That's why this man is the Heisman front runner. No way Colin's going to get chased down by number 20. We'll have to swerve that dude out of his shoes. And Colin is going to take this one to the bank, setting the school record for rushing yards in a game. That'll close this one out, as Colin definitely carried today. As Taylor just couldn't get into a rhythm and had some uncharacteristic turnovers, Colin averaged 12.5 yards and had 3 touchdowns. Okay, so next up we got a snow game, and we're rocking these gray uniforms. I'm not so sure how I feel about these. Taylor getting off to a nice start with his first throw, which is good to see after the 3 interceptions last week. And Colin's gonna get off to a good start as well, stiff arming 2 dudes down. It looked like he had nothing there, and instead he will pick up 37 yards. Colin Fitzpatrick showing some power, man. That was one of Colin's most impressive runs. You do not expect a dude of his size to be throwing guys around like that. And he's gonna get another chance at the run here. Boston College sending dudes off the edge, but it is not mattering. And the Hokies busting it down. All right, first and goal. I'm gonna try to punch it in with Taylor, and he will have the tight end for easy money. The Hokies offense looks to have returned to form. Defense gets an easy stop, and we are rolling early on in this one. Now we're gonna hit him with that money play, the triple option, as Taylor is gonna keep it just until he gets past the first down marker. Then he'll find Colin. Honestly, probably could have kept it a little longer. I was hoping Colin would be able to do more. So a nice gain, but one that I feel definitely could have been better. Colin getting the ball here again, and this time is able to juke a guy out of his shoes. Colin looking the quickest he's looked all season, and he will come out of the game here. It's going to be the Taylor show, as he has the tight end wide open on the corner route. Gosnell starting off the day high. We'll try to pass for it here on first and goal. Taylor is going to have the slant easy off the line for his second touchdown pass of the day. This offense is looking like a well-oiled machine. EC hasn't really been able to get anything going so far, as Taylor is continuing to find Gosnell for big gains. That's his 3rd reception on the day, and I've really liked running this pistol the last couple of weeks. Read option here is setting up very well, as Colin will get an easy first. And now the Hokie is really busting it down. We'll be in great position if we can finish this drive off strong. And a great block on the edge from the fullback. He'll get another one downfield, and Colin works around them perfectly for the 18-yard touchdown. That cheerleader looks creepy as hell. This has turned out to be one of this defense's best games of the season. With 2 minutes left in the half, it is time for Taylor to do some cooking. He's only thrown the ball 8 times this half, but he's been very efficient, and Boston College giving him whatever he wants with these curl routes. Turner Bradshaw will hit a dirty little spin move for something extra. On first and goal, we'll try a little read option, and Taylor is going to keep it. We'll have nobody around him as he gets in there for a touchdown, and Taylor's had 3 touchdowns on the half here. Boston College's offense has been absolutely useless, and Colin's going to try the one-man reverse here. It's set up pretty good apart from that one guy missing his block. Dang it. Haven't been able to get that to work quite as much this year. And on 3rd down, Taylor makes a really nice throw to the corner out, but it gets broken up. This might just be the worst offense we play all year, though. And at this point, we just got to run the clock out and pad some stats. Colin almost got loose there. Feels like it's been a quiet day for Colin. Gonna try to get the triple option going here, and this sets up pretty well, and Colin will get around the edge. He doesn't need to juke, man. All he needs to do is outrun these dudes, and that'll get him the easiest 30 yards of the day. Now we're gonna try to go with this bomb play. I love running this, and we're gonna try to get Colin open deep on the halfback wheel route. Just need a good throw from Taylor, but he barely overshoots it. Dang, that would have been beautiful. And I'll tell you what, man, Taylor's been good this year, but definitely hasn't been Heisman material, and I'm kind of wondering where he'll go in the draft at this point. He definitely looked more comfortable in his spread offense at Kent State, but has been turning the ball over less, which has been good to see, and has found the running game, as he'll get in for another one. And the starters are out. That'll do it for this one. One of the easiest games of the season, as Taylor was nice and efficient, and despite getting less carries, Colin did his thing as always.